Life Unrehearsed, brought to you by Lianas Senior Transition Support, helping you navigate home care and senior residences.
And welcome back to Life Unrehearsed. I'm Matt Delvecchio, specializing in home care, elder care planning, and the senior living industry. Thank you for tuning in on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Today, October 1st, is National Seniors Day. Which organizations fight for the rights of older adults and do the best job of combating ageism? Well, by far the two biggest groups are the Fédération de l'Age-d'Or du Québec, known as FADOQ, and the Canadian Association of Retired Persons, better known as CARP. Well, we're going to be talking to both of them on this half of the show as we celebrate National Seniors Day. You know, our population is aging. In 2010, about 14% of Canada's population was 65 and older. This number has increased to about 19% in 2022, and that's jumping up to 22.5% by 2030, just 7 years from now. And it's nice to know that there are several organizations looking out for the best interests of older Canadians. First up, I have Madame Gisèle Tassé-Goodman, President of Réseau FADOQ, Fédération de l'Age-d'Or du Québec. It's the largest seniors network in Canada with over 550,000 members, more than 700 clubs, 16 regional groups, and some 17,000 volunteers. And with a long and successful history that spans half a century, the network is just as vital as ever, especially given the aging population in Quebec. Gisèle, welcome to Life Unrehearsed.
Good afternoon.
Well, good afternoon, Gisèle. I know you are busy like many of us. Today is kind of like our Super Bowl, October 1st, National Seniors Day, and you're involved, just like our previous guest, in many events today. You're at a conference, I believe. You're squeezed out, and we got to get you back in. So I really do want to thank you for taking some time on a very busy schedule for you today.
It's a real pleasure.
For our listeners, can you explain what FADOQ's main mission is?
Well, our mission is to be part of the lives of people aged 50 and over by defending their rights, promoting their contribution to society, and supporting them with a range of suitable services and activities. You see, individuals aged 50 and over want active lifestyles to meet other people and experience new things, will for sure find what they're looking for in Réseau FADOQ. An interesting fact is that we get over 70,000 people to be physically active every week. This is something. And we also we have discounts and privileges that we offer to our members. So these have access to multiple discounts and privileges in every region of Quebec, so they can maximize their saving in every sphere of life. So, and this is really important with the cost of living going up.
And as you mentioned, 50 and up, right? So it's one of the reasons why you've got such a dynamic group and an important number of group, over 500,000, getting some good discounts, but it's not all about the discounts. Gisèle, you, FADOQ, your team are really addressing some of the important issues and advocating hard concerning older adults. And we don't have many topics to discuss because there are too many, but let's focus in on two of them for now. Let's start with housing.
That's an important one. Seniors are hard hit by Quebec's current housing crisis. We all know that, and some even more than others, since their incomes are fixed and they have to cope with the rising cost of living. And at Réseau FADOQ, we truly believe that the Quebec government must encourage the development of alternative collective living environments based on models that already exist and have proven their work. And now I'm referring to housing and cooperatives, private nonprofit residences for seniors, and many others. These collective living environments cater mainly to seniors of limited financial means. So, and as most of us know, a large part of the seniors live in large private residences for seniors, and we need to ensure that the rights of these tenants are better protected. And we were invited to the Parliamentary Commission for the Bill of Law 31 2 weeks ago, and we have again called the government for the abolition of Clause F. And this section of the law currently prevents a tenant from refusing a rent increase if the building in which she lives was built less than 5 years ago, or if it changed use less than 5 years ago. We also made many demands to the government to regulate the cost of services into private residence for seniors, since they vary widely from one residence to another for the same service. As an example, I'm just thinking of administration fee. Some residents charge $20, other $50 for the same service. So you see, there is a change that must be done, and the government has to act on this.
Absolutely. And in general, like you say, just with the population aging, housing is going to continue to be one of the number one issues. We want to switch gears a little bit because I absolutely want to address another thing that FADOQ is really advocating for, and that's healthcare, and specifically long-term care and home care.
Yes, we said it often, but I think we need to repeat it. The vast majority of Quebecers want to age at home. And the second report in the Aging Well at Home series from Health and Welfare Commissioner, Joanne Castonguay, is categorical. Quebec is far from meeting the needs of its population when it comes to home care and support services. And if the government is serious, home care is truly a priority for the Quebec government. It must ensure that investments keep pace with the demographic trends, since we're among the fastest aging society in the Western world. For long-term care, the new senior and alternative housing, which we call the Maison des Aînés, are more than welcome. But like the long-term care centers at home care, they won't be able to function if we don't solve the labor shortage once and for all. That's serious, and the Quebec government needs to deploy a staffing plan. We mentioned this on many occasions with numerous measures, such as increasing student cohorts in the healthcare fields, developing financial incentives, recruiting staff internationally, and improving the upgrading of prior learning and skills. This would be a win-win situation if the government put this in place.
Listening to Life Unrehearsed, Matt Delvecchio here, and it's National Seniors Day in Canada. I'm talking with Madame Gisèle Tassé-Goodman. She's the president of Réseau FADOQ, Fédération de l'âge d'or du Québec. Obviously, hearing from the passion in your voice, Gisèle, you and the FADOQ team are doing a lot of advocating, a lot more to be done out there, and good on you for putting the pressure on government and other agencies. Now, you're also promoting older adults, and I love that about your organization. And you're in the middle of what we call a Go Ahead, Betray Your Age campaign. What is that about?
Well, this campaign is back for the third year in a row. That's great. Our objective is to debunk certain myths about people aged 50 and over. You see, our advertisement will be broadcast on the major Quebec television networks in the next month. It will also appear on digital platforms, and this year, something new, in shopping centers. So that's great. We will also publish 24 portraits of our members that betray their age by many ways. And the first one was published on our website last Monday, and it's about Jeanne Verville, who is 98 years old, and she still plays bowling 3 times a week. Isn't this fantastic? This is great.
Love it.
Yeah. And with our campaign, Go Ahead, Betray Your Age, we hope that this message will encourage a more positive and inclusive attitude towards people aged 50 and over.
Wonderful. And that's fantastic. Really promoting. I love the slogan, Betray Your Age. And because we can all play a little role in that as well. We're already out of time. I know there are a ton of discounts through FADOQ, over 1,500 discounts and privileges. So we have to wrap up right here, but I want to get a little shout out. How can our listeners join FADOQ? First of all, the age is what? Is it 50 and up? Is that it? To join FADOQ?
Well, let me tell you that we have great partnership with Intact Assurance that gives discount on house and car insurance to our members, Beneva for health and accident insurance, and we also have Security Club for travel insurance. We have discounts in a variety of categories like clothing, electronics, telecommunication, food, housing, restaurants, sport, leisure, and many others. And the best way to find about it is to go on our website, fadoq.ca. FADOQ.ca.
That's FADOQ.ca, FADOQ.ca. All right,
Exactly.
Gisèle, thank you very much. Continue doing a great job, and thank you for taking a little time here in Life Unrehearsed.
It's a pleasure. Have a nice day.
Thank you. That's Gisèle Tassé-Goodman, president of Réseau FADOQ, Fédération de l'âge d'or du Québec. Next up, we're going to hear from the Canadian Association of Retired Persons. We're going to have the board of directors on the show, and we're going to continue talking about combating ageism and promoting the health and well-being of older adults.